I just watched a video on the curious case of an off-duty officer walking around. This wasn't just your average, innocent, everyday stroll outdoors. This was advanced walking with his penis out.
Yes, sir.
Damn thing was hard, too.
Hey, yo. Boys, do we gotta relax with her? Today?
Well,
What you saw, you described it as
penis.
His penis.
Right.
Do you know what color it looked like?
Hey, yo.
If that sizzler reel doesn't get you hooked, I don't know
color?
what will.
What color?
I gotta tell you, I'm not a dispatcher, but that line of questioning was a bit of an eyebrow raiser for me. You described what you saw as looking like a penis. Can you tell me what color that penis was? What was the make and model of that wiener? Now, believe me when
Why
I
the
tell
fuck
you
do they wanna
that
know the
this
color
actually
of the
comes
penis?
full circle. This question actually does play a role in the real investigation.
Penile.
I don't want to spoil how it happens, though. You'll see at the end here.
On October 14th, 2024, a woman was jogging with her dog along the Reeds Lake Trail in East Grand Rapids. As she passed a man walking toward her, something caught her attention.
Suspect.
The man had his penis
Troy
exposed
Allen
to his zipper
White.
and fully erect.
Does that say
Shocked
Troy Allen
and
White?
shaken, she borrowed a bystander's phone and
Borrowed
called
a-
911. Minutes later, officers arrived at the scene and spotted a man emerging from a wooded area who matched her description.
Now, at first, this video kind of
This was an
seemed
off-duty
fishy to me
policeman.
because there's some odd usages of AI throughout it. But I double-checked this story and I can find multiple sources about this guy, so I'm assuming this is all real. And it does appear to be an actual police vehicle that we will eventually get to here. So I'm pretty sure this is all genuine. Just wanted to briefly make a mention of that. So that's the lore breakdown. This story starts with a woman jogging and a man walking towards her with an erect cock out, which obviously
Hey, yo,
disturbs her.
Mr. Moist.
She alerts the authorities. Authorities arrive at the scene and they see a suspicious gentle sir emerging from a wooded area.
Gentle,
Can I
sir.
talk to you for a second?
A gentle,
Good,
sir.
how about yourself?
oh, not too shabby.
What's going on?
Oh, just walking around the lake.
Just walking around the lake?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you start at?
Over by Reeds Lake.
Okay. Like, Reeds Lake Boulevard, where?
Just south of here.
That nigga guilty.
Yep.
Okay.
Arrest that man. He is guilty.
Reason I wanted to talk to you, we had a...
Arrest that nigga, arrest that nigga, arrest that
call on
nigga
a
right
subject Matching your description.
Okay.
Blue jeans, blue sweatshirt.
Yep.
Walking around with his penis out.
Okay.
I love that he looks
Nigga,
down
look
the check.
down.
Oh, jeepers.
Is my
Did I
cock
forget
out?
the zip? Nope. All clear. Well, as you can see, officer, my dick is firmly in my trousers. Checkmate. Must have been somebody else. In fact, I saw a very suspicious gentleman running away like a cartoon villain over there a minute ago. And, now that I stop to think about it, it might have been a penis between his legs dangling around. I think he went that way. He's over that way. You're letting the bad guy get away.
Have any idea?
Running away. Go get him.
You don't?
No.
What's your name?
Dennis.
Dennis the
Dennis,
Menace.
have you ever been in trouble before?
I have not.
Dennis, what's your middle name?
Evan.
Can you try to reach your voice?
Dennis, what's your last name?
Evan.
What's your middle name?
Kevin.
Dennis Evans?
Williams.
41.
Oh, he's off
Holy
that shit, bro.
shit. It's the Dennis Evan Evans Williams. Wow. I didn't realize we were dealing with a celebrity. This guy is
Evan
famous
Evan
for
Evans.
receiving the world's first fart transplant. Now, Dennis has found himself
fart
in quite a pickle
transplant.
here. But don't worry. He's got great
He's
defense.
caught in a pickle with his pickle.
I think I saw you when I passed by
Wow.
the first time.
Yep.
And you went back that way.
Uh-huh.
And then I saw you walk over here, and you were looking back that way, and then you kind of started to run for a second this way. Why was that?
I have no clue. I saw
No
it here.
clue.
I wouldn't have stopped running, I guess, if I thought it was suspicious.
No clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
No clue, man. He don't know why
Was
you
there a
coming
reason
at
you
him,
ducked
man.
back in the woods when I went by the first
Well,
time?
sir, I had to put my cock in my pants, you
Oh,
see.
it's a bridge?
You see, I had to put my
Oh.
cock back
Stone.
in
I
me
didn't know it
pants.
was back there.
Me pants. I had to put my
Yeah, I was just
penis
checking,
Yeah, dude,
back
you wouldn't
in
believe
me
it.
trousers.
Back in the woods, I saw a bunch of, crop circles, and I'm pretty sure I saw some fucking dirty little bastard gnome run back
Crop
there, so I was just
circles.
going to check it out. Maybe even find, a
gotta
leprechaun
go
pot
find
of
some
gold.
crop
There's a whole
circles.
bunch of stuff back in the woods, so as I was jogging around, it kind of caught my eye, so I went back there and took a peek. That's the explanation for why it seemed like I was running away from you. Really, I was just on an exploratory adventure, really. There's so much
Little
magical
adventure.
wonder back there and whimsy,
Minecraft
elves and shit, so I was just taking a peek.
Sit tight with him while I run him real quick.
Bump, bump.
The name he gave didn't exist in any police database. No driver's license, no vehicle record, no trace at all.
That's impossible. You're telling me Dennis Evan Evans Williams doesn't exist?
He don't exist.
My lord.
He don't
He's a
exist.
deep cover secret agent. You're impeding his investigation.
Don't
He was
exist.
back there with his cock out in order to try and bring down some kind of occult organization or something.
My man was
that's
on
the
a
only
fucking
explanation.
mission.
Dennis Evan Evans Williams clearly exists. I'm looking right at him.
You don't have an ID on you right now? Nothing on you?
All right, sit tight. Let me see what else I can find out.
Evans.
Repeated the same information. Still, nothing came back. Meanwhile, after the two failed attempts to identify the suspect, the victim drove past the scene, and from inside her car, she saw the suspect and immediately identified him to the officer, stating that she was 100% sure. This prompted the officer to approach the suspect a third time, giving him the last chance to give his correct identity.
Oh shit, he got caught on the drive-by here. So the victim drove by and noticed that this was indeed the same character that was just hanging hog out there while she was out on her
swinging
his
hog.
And now, with that information of her saying she's 100% sure that's the right guy, the officer is again approaching him to try and get his real identification here, since Dennis Evan Evans Williams is not panning out.
Victim drove by.
She
gave me a description when I talked to her. She drove by and said 100%, no doubt in her mind it was you.
Okay.
So, here's what we're going to do.
We're gonna arrest
You're
you
gonna give me
with
your
your
proper name,
erectile
you're gonna give
penis.
me your address, and then we're going to go from there.
He continues to maintain that he's Dennis
your
Williams.
erected
I'm
penis.
shocked! So this isn't really going anywhere. He's just dropping breadcrumbs of some make-believe mumbo-jumbo here, going nowhere, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit here because he's just stumbling around trying to get himself out of this. It's not working.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your hands back behind your
Nothing
back.
seems to work.
Like I said, you're not getting arrested.
Nothing
Turn around,
seems
face
to
that way,
work.
face that way.
You're not getting arrested. You release your fingers together.
Okay.
Fingers, buddy.
Is this why you didn't want us to pat you down?
Well, part of it.
While detaining the dastardly Dennis
My penis
here,
is
they
up.
were patting him down and then going to put him in the
You don't have
vehicle
his
to
drawers
talk
on,
further
though.
and figure out,
You ain't
like,
got no
who is
drawers.
he? They found a gun while patting him down, and he's like, yeah, that was part of the reason I didn't really want to be giving you guys all my information, thinking that that would be a problem. He didn't tell them that the gun was there, so now they're getting a little more serious about, okay, man, who are you? Just tell us your real name.
All right. What's your real name?
So, here's the deal. This has nothing to do with what you guys stopped me for today. I'm supposed to be at work. Alright? I told my wife I was supposed to be at training today. I didn't want to go to work. I took a vacation. She just thinks I'm at work.
45-something. Okay.
46-something.
This was in 2024.
That's
Axe and body.
You're playing hooky right now.
Yes, exactly. And she thinks I'm at work because I didn't want to stay home with the kids, and so I had the babysitter come out.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
He took a vacation
Walk
from
around with
work
his
so he
cock.
could walk around out in public with his penis out.
What is penis?
Look, my wife just wouldn't understand, but
My
you
penis.
guys get it. We're bros, right? Like, we understand each other. Sometimes you just need to cool down,
Walk around with your
take in the
penis.
fresh air, and just pull your cock out and walk around outside. That's what I was doing. I was playing a little hooky, had a babysitter come over to watch the kids. My wife was none the wiser, and now kind of caught between a rock and a hard dick here, as you can see, officers. But, you know, that's the whole
rock
scope of the
and a
situation
hard
here.
place.
Just, I'm supposed to be at work.
Indeed.
Clearly, I'm not at work. Bit of a mix-up.
Okay. So, you have
A rock
your full name then?
in a hard place.
Correct.
Pause.
45 figures, I can try in that direction.
Alan?
Big and low.
White, just like the color. 10/31/86.
And you obviously don't want your wife to know what's going on.
Kinda why we're here.
As officers detained him pending identification, they conducted a pat-down. That's when everything changed. Inside his waistband was a loaded Springfield Armory Hellcat round
got a
chambered. In his pocket,
loaded
a
gun in
Microtech
his pocket.
switchblade. Neither had been disclosed, but what the officers were just about to
He was out here
discover would shift the
conducting
case even further.
The way they're using the
He was
music
out here
here sounds like
conducting a fucking
a horror movie trailer
butt
right
fucking.
now.
That's
they got
what he
like
wanted
the
to do.
creepy water
He was
phone
waiting
sound
to
effect.
butt fuck
What they
a
discovered was going to
civilian.
change everything. Tucked into
A
his
man
waistband,
walking
in addition to
down
the
the
other
street.
instruments was
He was gonna give them the
his
heebie-jeebies.
penis again, confirming beyond a shadow of a doubt
A
that this was
theory.
the same
A
cock
game
that was just
theory.
indecently exposed outside moments prior to the officers arriving at the scene.
Is there any way I could write you something?
Nigga,
I
what?
can get a pen and a piece of paper.
Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Touch your feet.
What he wrote on that paper was KCSD. His true identity is Troy Allen White, a 10-year Kent County Sheriff's deputy.
So I guess he wanted to keep this one a bit off the record, so he wrote it down, passing some notes here, letting them know that he is actually an off-duty officer. He is a Kent County Sheriff's deputy, Troy Allen White.
Yeah, you
Troy
work for the Sheriff's
Penis White.
Department? Okay, what do you do there?
4119,
Troy
Oh yeah,
Penis
I work
White.
for the Sheriff's Department. What do I do there? I'm just kind of the penis guy. That's just kind of like what I do there. It's
Just walk around
they
with
say,
his
hey,
caca.
Troy, pull out that wiener, right? That's just kind of what I do here.
It's
So,
just a little bit of his thing. It's a
Today,
little bit
so
of
I
his
just got
thing,
a
ladies and
little
gentlemen.
confused,
Gentlemen, you
know,
gotta
walking
understand,
around
ladies and gentlemen.
outside.
This is
A
what he
big
does.
misunderstanding.
This is what he does.
Lodge on false
That's what he
info,
does.
Indecent exposure, $100 bond for each.
Okay.
So you'll be able to post bond tonight. I'm going to tell you you're going to get suspended when we get down to the Sheriff's Department here.
Damn, he's gonna get fired.
Troy gave consent to search his truck, and
Damn, man, skipped over that part. Damn, he had that Glocky in his damn car. A knife? What is that?
So I believe the strategy here from Troy was to inform the officers that he is also in law enforcement, hoping that they would try and like look out
They was
for
gonna
him
let
to
that
help
nigga
him out,
slide.
maybe squeeze himself out of
Thought he
this
was
whole
gonna let his
thing
ass
here.
slide.
That wasn't in the cards. That didn't happen.
Did not happen.
So next,
Did not
they
happen, sir.
got consent from Troy to search
Sir,
his truck.
we cannot let
there
that
they
happen,
found
sir.
under the booster seat for one of his children a rifle and a flesh-colored dildo. So this man was dragging
gotta
around the
fuck
fucking
himself in the
freak-mobile
butt
here. So
with a damn
they started
dildo.
wondering, well, what is all of
That is all
of
law
this about?
enforcement,
What's up
ladies
with
and
this
gentlemen.
dildo and all this?
about intent, behavior,
about the damn
and whether
dildo
this
you call,
incident was isolated. During a follow-up call,
Man, what about that dildo
officers
you
asked
call,
the
man?
victim a necessary question, whether
What about
she
that?
could have
What
mistaken
about that
she
dildo?
saw.
What about that dildo you call,
What you
man?
saw, you described it as his penis.
Right.
Do you know what color it looked like?
Oh my god.
So I was thinking about this a lot last night because one of the officers asked me,
Nigga, what?
"Are you sure it was his penis?" And I was like, yeah."
Oh, that's why that question
And
was
then I
asked.
started to think, well, I suppose it could have been a strap-on dildo that he was wearing through his pants.
This goes on for quite a little while, but I'll summarize. She does
That's why that question
like
was hit.
tinker around with the notion that maybe it's possible he was wearing a dildo out of his fly, but she's pretty
That's a
certain it
freaky
was
ass
actually
nigga.
his penis. She goes on to describe the colors
Freaky
being
ass
like
nigga,
very
he is
white,
69
contrasting
guy.
like with everything else. So she is very confident that it was his penis, but then even says if it was a dildo, this is still completely unacceptable regardless, which the officer on the phone agrees with. Ultimately, they did charge him with indecent exposure among like falsifying information. He also resigned in the midst of all of this, and I can't find a follow-up for what happened with the charges. So hopefully the indecent exposure and all that stuck, because this guy's a fucking weirdo freak. Anyway, just wanted to put this story on your radar here. This was a wild one.
Thank you, Moist,
That's
man.
really
I
about
appreciate it.